So we got a nice surprise for you right here. This guy is touring right now all the way from New York, touring all across the country. I want you guys to give a big Houston welcome to Kreye.
I could drive all night with you by my side, but you...
Action!
Houston, Texas.
What's up?
Dave made me do it.
Episode 7.
Is that what it is?
It is number 7. Lucky number 7. We are coming from the Sportsman's Paradise, Louisiana.
Yeah, you know how I feel about that.
Baton Rouge.
Yes, Jeff Buck, Spanish Moon, thank you.
Such a cool show, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
And then who else do we talk to there that we need to thank you?
Dave Stone, we're thanking you, man. Thanks for chit-chatting with us a little bit. Robert Rao, Evan Robadias, thank you so much, everybody.
Rabaleus?
Rabaleus?
Rabaleus.
Rabaleus.
Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Where are we headed to next?
We are headed to Houston, Texas.
That's right. Drink some Lone Stars, and we are interviewing there.
Yes, we're going to talk to Mr. Andrew Youngblood and Nathaniel Potts down at Boondocks. And then we're going to go to...
Christian's Tailgate.
Yes, and talk to Mr. Steve Padilla.
Cool. We'll see you guys on the other side of the episode.
Enjoy. What's up, everybody? Dave made me do it. We're here at Christian's Tailgate, downtown location, Houston, Texas, Lone Star State. We're hanging out with Steve Padilla. He runs the mic here on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, cool. Steve, thank you for taking a minute to chat with us.
No problem, man.
Sweet,
Appreciate
man.
you having me on.
Yeah, totally. So just tell the people out there how long you've been doing comedy, and have you started here in Houston?
Yeah. So I've been doing stand-up a little over 6 years. I started here in Houston. One of the first times I ever went up was at the Improv. So in Houston, you have the Improv on the west side of town, still near downtown. Then you have Joe Joint Comedy Showcase, which is 45 South in Fuquay. And then a recent venue that's opened up is a Secret Group, and they're a multi-purpose venue, so they do a few different acts, but they bring in some big headliners, which is pretty sweet. And then they'll book the local guys as well. So there's a few different opportunities for these guys outside of just open mics, get on stage and get paid.
Yeah, we were just talking about this like 2 minutes ago, and you were just saying about the local comedy scene and how a lot of people, well, not a lot, but like comics, some of them have a tendency to stay in Houston and not travel around.
Guys, they'll stay in town. I don't know why. I don't know if it's not ready to make that leap, because it's a big leap. You know, you're leaving behind your security, your audience that you know you can make laugh. And then you have to reestablish yourself, because in Houston, everybody knows, well, they probably saw you suck at one time, but they know you're doing well now, right?
Right.
But then once you go to another city, it can become a hierarchy where you have to reestablish yourself as a comedian and prove yourself all over again, even though you've already done it in your hometown or here in Houston.
Right. I'm constantly on the road, so I'm constantly at the bottom. So anybody that's going to start doing comedy here in Houston, what advice would you give them?
Ask questions. Don't ask questions. But get on stage. You know?
And then the other question that I like to ask is, if somebody was going to quit doing comedy, what would you tell them?
Oh, wow, that's a big question. I would say quit if your heart's not into it. But I've seen guys quit and come back and be stronger than ever. So just because you quit doesn't mean you can come back to it. What's great about stand-up, man, is you can do it at 60, 70, 80 years old.
Yeah,
there's an Andy Huggins in town. He was 80s, you know, doing it for a long time, and he's killer right now. But he's still doing it. Any profession in life, you can't be a construction worker, a football player into your 60s, 70s, 80s.
Right.
Stand-up comedy, you can come back to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So just if people want to go online
Sure.
and figure out where everything's at, where do they go to?
There's a website that I actually created. I need to update it. So before y'all roll this out, I will update it.
You got 5 weeks or so.
Just for the mics, comedysceneinhouston.com. Comedy SCENE in Houston.com.
Cool.
List all the open mics. We do articles, interviews on there with comedians, local and national comedians. So that's a good place to go.
It's a good hub to find everything that you need for comedy in Houston. Yo, Steve, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Appreciate it. Guys, Dave made me do it. Thanks for checking out.
Hipsters ruin neighborhoods. I didn't fucking ruin nobody's neighborhood, I'll tell you that much.
I ruined no fucking person's neighborhood. I came in, I wanted to party, I wanted to drink cheap beer, I wanted to play good music, I wanted to fucking hang out. You know who ruins neighborhoods? Liberal, progressive fucking idiots. That's who ruin neighborhoods. They're the people who will pay $18 for almond butter. They're the people who pay $20 for a cheeseburger. These are the fucking people who are like, I'll pay $2,500 to shit in my kitchen. These people are the fucking worst people. And they're so much on their high horse that they'll actually literally say shit like this, like, I can't believe people would vote for Trump. Do you fucking believe they would vote for Trump? This man says he will build a wall to keep minorities out of this country. It's like, well, you're building an economic one to keep them out of your neighborhood. So, check your fucking self, maybe, okay? Guys, you've been great. Thank you so much. Hey everybody, how's it going? We're down here at the Boondocks in Houston, Texas. We're hanging out with local comic Nathaniel Potts.
How's it going, Kelly?
I'm good. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, awesome, man. We just rolled into town tonight, and then we found this spot and came down here to do the mic. But before we get into that, just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you started doing comedy.
So a little over 2 years ago, I started doing comedy. I did a couple open mics back home in Maryland. That's where I started. And I think I did like 12 minutes my first time because it was a music open mic and I decided to do comedy. And it surprisingly went well. It should not have, but it did.
It's awesome. That's like 2 songs. What do they give?
They gave them 3 songs each, so that was about 12 minutes. So I was like, that's what I'm doing.
What did you find when you got here?
I don't know. I found a lot of like surprisingly really funny people. I expected it to be a lot of people like me that were like just fumbling through trying to figure out even what to do and stuff like that. And then I learned that it was a lot of people doing it for a long time, and honestly just this city breeds powerful comics. So that was surprising and a little daunting.
Yeah, cool. And what are some of your favorite spots?
Right here at Boondocks, obviously, because the host is pretty damn good. No, this was my favorite. Before I took it over, this was my favorite one to come to. So that was why I really tried to go for it and get this passed off to me. So that worked out. There's one at the new club Secret Group on Sunday nights. That's a great one. I love that one a lot, just because you're in a club and that's always cool. And then the best one in town is on Monday nights at Rudyard's British Pub.
Yeah, that's
if you're in Houston, you got to get to that. This is fantastic. Best audience in the world. Some of the greatest comics in the world are there too.
Cool.
It's great.
One last thing. As far as you curating material and writing jokes, where do you draw that stuff from?
Oh, usually it's just like random thoughts I have when I'm driving or working. And I should probably write them down, but I'm really bad at actually sitting down and writing. So I do a lot of writing in my head and on stage, and that works terribly. So don't do that if you're watching this right now. Don't do that.
Dude, thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, thank you so much.
Guys, come on down to the Boondocks on Tuesday nights. Check it out. Houston's got a great comedy scene. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you again, okay?
Thanks.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
I'm actually from Western Maryland, and it's a beautiful town that I'm from. I'll admit that, because the town is located it's right in the valley of the Appalachian Mountains, and it's also where the river comes up and meets those mountains. So it's just gorgeous to look at. But unfortunately, the town exists simply because a gaggle of hillbillies just decided to get together with like a river folk that they just come together, and it creates methamphetamines. A lot of that pouring out of my hometown.
Hey everybody, Dave made me do it. We're here at the Boondocks down in Houston. We're hanging out with Andrew Youngblood. Thank you for doing this, man.
Yeah, thanks, no problem.
Just to get into it, in the Houston scene, as far as comedy goes, you run a festival?
We got a couple festivals. It's not just me, but it's me and a couple other comics. We got a little venue that we just opened up, and then again, we're also all comics that perform all the time. They're all over the place.
Cool. I love that when comics are like taking control, kind of.
We're doing our best. It's it has its ups and downs. Like we're comics, so we're all kind of lazy. But we get enough done to make it work.
Right.
Where I think most people are happy, and there's always comics that come in, and then we'll book them, and and they're like, oh, it's so cool that it's a comic run. I think there's other comics that come in. They're like, where are all the professionals? You know, like, and we just
And you guys look over your shoulders like,
we're like, no, I'm the guy. That's me.
who came up? What was the brainchild? How did you guys?
Well, I think it was a few different things. You know, there's 4 different comics involved. Maybe there's probably 6 or 7 if you really get involved in, like if you really dig down into it.
Yeah.
And we were like, we started a room, it killed it. We all started doing comedy. We all had a great time, and then it just kept building off of that. And then we've moved a couple different rooms, and then a group of us got together and we're like, we need a club that's not the standard, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let's do a weekend show. Like we're very much a fan of like, hey, let's come do a one-nighter and then let's move on. And maybe 2 nights, I don't know. But we're not a like a 2-drink minimum place. You know?
Yeah.
So we wanted to create. We're a venue. We do music, we do comedy, but we very much focus on comedy. So, like as a normal venue might have a comedy show once a month, we probably have 50% comedy at our place.
Oh, and you want to tell everybody what that place is?
It's a secret group. www.secretgrouphtx.com. What a weird plug. I'm not good at plugging things. I don't know how to do it.
We'll run it in the credits. We're gonna run it, and then
but it's
but
we're open all the time. I don't know. Do people from Houston watch this?
hopefully.
I hope so too. I don't know.
One is if anybody in the Houston area wants to start doing comedy, what would you say to them?
You just gotta sign up for the open mics, and it's tedious and it's awful. And you know what? No one's gonna like you at first. It's just how it's gonna happen. And then once you get some people to laugh on stage, we probably will enjoy you. I don't know, like it's a very hard thing to say, hey, you should start comedy because it's easy and it's fun and everyone will have a good time. But the thing is, it's awful and it's shitty and you wait forever and you get too drunk before you go up because you've been waiting hours. And you just sign up and go up. And eventually you'll go up enough where you'll be tolerable to everybody. And then some people will think that's funny. And then we'll all enjoy you.
Yeah.
Or
then we'll watch your Netflix special.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully. But yeah, that's the best advice is just do it.
Okay, then on the other side of it, if somebody's going to quit comedy, what would you say?
Do it. I don't know. It's hard. It's too hard, man. Like I tour and I do stuff and I don't make shit money, you know. And you're on a tour now, yeah?
I'm not making any
You're not
money.
from here.
Yeah.
You're probably losing as much money as possible.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who funded this.
Yeah, we're draining the swamp.
I hope you have like a fucking bullshit sponsor, like Smirnoff Ice.
God,
presents this.
We'll take it. We'll drink all the vodka you fucking want.
Do you guys
us
have
to.
any kind of
No.
support?
No,
poor guys.
This is a solo. This is 2 dudes in a van.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
you could-
great. In a van, that's bad gas mileage. That's awful.
You want to plug something that's going on in Houston coming up?
Yeah, the Secret Group, we're a venue downtown, music, comedy, a little bit of everything, a lot of comedy. Come check out a comedy show, support local comedy, but also Houston Whatever Fest. It's music and comedy, big festival, huge headliners. We're about to announce them in the next week or so I can't say them right now, unfortunately. But it's going to be a lot of really cool things.
And that's
it's
in
a
April.
2-day festival, April 1st and 2nd. Yeah.
So check it out. And it's not an April Fool's joke.
Oh yeah, it's not.
This is a thing. So do it.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was fun.
Houston, Texas.
What's up, Houston? Nice
Holy
work.
cows. Thanks, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Steve Padilla at Christian's Tailgate. Thank you very much, man.
Andrew Youngblood, Nathaniel Potts, Boondocks, thank you.
Very good host. Super cool room.
If you're in Houston, go to these places, check them out. All the information's going to be there or there.
I should know that by now.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching us. If you guys like what we're doing, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those great things. Tell people. We would love it if you did.
Spread the love of Dave Made Me Do It.
Yes.
Where are we headed to next?
We're going to Austin, Texas, baby. Yes.
Very excited about doing that. So excited, in fact, it is going to be a 2-parter of Dave Made Me Do It. So we'll have episodes 8 and 9 for you both coming from Austin, Texas.
Absolutely. The place where they have chicken shit bingo and a jackalope you can make out with.
Both of these things are true. I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care.